Welcome to PPE 310, Health Literacy. My name is Chris Lineberry, and I'm the principal at Stanfield Elementary School and an adjunct faculty member here at ASU. You're about to begin a journey, the beginning and the end of which are both milestones that require passion. Passion has the power to transform mediocrity into excellence and transform fear into courage.
You, as a teacher candidate, will be judged on your performance and also on your assessment performance, on how you take your students from one level to the other level.
Your signature assignment in this course is the culmination of all the teaching strategies you've learned. This assignment will give you the learning opportunity to be the catalyst for positive change in your school.
Here at Sandra Day O'Connor High School and in our Deer Valley Unified School District, we use an evaluation instrument tool called STRONG. And during that process, our teachers are rated just like you would be rated. They're rated on their planning, their preparation, how they impact our students, how our students are continually engaged. And in that process, we continue to provide best practices. One of these best practices that we utilize could be classroom management practices. How do we keep our students engaged in a project-based type learning environment? And also with a healthy learning environment where our students are continually active in their learning.
Here at Stanfield Elementary, we evaluate our teachers using the Charlotte Danielson model. In the Danielson model, we focus on teacher facilitating instruction, student engagement, and the teacher leading students to become facilitators of their own knowledge. You will learn how to improve curricular outcomes by incorporating physical activity and movement into the curriculum on a daily basis. The data demonstrates an increase in academic achievement, in attendance, and a decrease in negative behaviors as a result of physical activity, health, and wellness being integrated into the curriculum.
Our graduation rates have soared. We're at 99.2% graduation rate, and our passing rate is at 98.4%. Part of what we are striving for in this course is to create a healthy learning environment. And that healthy learning environment really consists of you as the lead learner developing and implementing project-based strategies or outcomes that our students can be actively engaged.
Currently, in our nation, 1 out of every 3 children born after the year 2000 will be a type 2 diabetic. Type 2 diabetes can shorten lifespan by between 17 and 27 years. According to Harvard Medical School, this is the first generation in over a century to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. In this class, you will learn instructional strategies that can potentially add 17 to 27 years of lifespan to the lives of the young people that you're going to be working with and leading. You have a special opportunity to be ahead of the curve, not only due to the superior education you received as a Sun Devil, but because of this course. This course will help you to improve your classroom effectiveness, your classroom management, best practices, and to increase test scores. Lastly, you'll learn how to assess a school and find need for change that you will potentially lead on your own campus as it relates to healthier and more active schools and students.
Your students that you will engage and embark in will have healthy community issues, things that need to be addressed. Our approach here is we look at our data, we see the gaps that we need to improve on, and then teacher leaders on our campus are the ones that go out and develop, implement, and deploy these strategies, similar to the signature assignments that you will be doing in this class for us.
I look for candidates who are honest, hungry for growth and success, humble, and willing to learn. I look for candidates that believe that the classroom belongs to the class, that kids are the center of our decisions, as are high expectations and high academic growth. I want to find teachers to work at my school who I would want to teach my kids. I want to find facilitators of gaining knowledge. I want teachers who hold students to high academic expectations, who know their content and the value of education of the whole child. Being able to differentiate to various ability levels and finding ways in which to catch kids being successful helps to build their confidence by completing increasingly difficult tasks. This is how effective teachers are able to reach distant students.
I, as a principal, look for student candidates or teacher candidates that come in and give us some project-based examples of activities they have done with their students during their time at ASU. So as a Sun Devil, as you go out there and make a difference in this teaching entity that we are embarking on, do not be afraid to do different things that people have never done before.
Be creative. Our teachers incorporate movement into instruction daily. They do it so that oftentimes the kids are so focused on what they're doing, they don't even realize that they're doing schoolwork.
Students at this age are better learners and improve their cognition when they take that ownership, when they're empowered and they're engaged in their learning. Our students and staff here have a good collaborative learning environment, and that healthy learning environment continues to bring the success, and that is wrapped around that hands-on activity, the movement that students participate in, rather than sitting and getting the information. If it's in health, where they are implementing CPR and actually demonstrating that concept, if it's in a project-based learning in social studies, where they are presenting the reenactment of a certain scene, or even in our math, which can be the hardest content to implement the movement, where they are actively engaged up at the smartboard, moving to build that cognition in the content that's being delivered to them. We've had such activities as Stomp the Yard, or the Olympics, that our students and teachers combined together to do activities that were focused and based off our academics that we're learning, but we also were able to implement the movement and have that team competitive approach.
We've made physical activity, health, and wellness an integral part of our community outreach. We've created a school garden with 20 seed beds and a variety of melons, vegetables, and even some native plants. We've started an annual mud run. This past year, we had nearly 60 community members participate. Every year, we hold a health fair. We have PE night. Our staff plays our students in sporting events. And by the way, we win most of the time. And our teachers exercise with the students during brain banks in the classroom.
One of the focuses that we have is making sure we are touching the whole child. In high school, that can consist of bullying, that can consist of our student athletes not having enough sleep, it can consist of good study habits. A healthy student has many aspects to it when we start looking at that. And our teachers strive to incorporate those strategies and those practices into their delivering of the instruction to ensure that our students' needs are being met. The one challenge I always give my teachers, if you can do one project-based movement, hands-on activity per quarter, then in 2 years you could have 8 of those that you can implement. And in 4 years you'll have that many more. And you can continue to utilize these in your specific content to ensure that you are always changing and always improving as a leader.
People who achieve greatness encounter criticism. Andy Andrews, one of my favorite authors, says, "Criticism's part of the price paid for leaping past mediocrity." When I became a principal and first started to talk about the changes I wanted to make, requiring physical activity daily, physical education for every student at least 4 days a week, and creating a place where children feel safe and want to be at school, I had people say to me, "Don't you know where you are? You're in a small school of poor kids. You can't do that here. You're going to fail." Do I know where I am? Did I know where I was? My response, yes, I know exactly where I am. I'm in a school like any other school in our country, a place that serves children and families who are deserving of a well-rounded education, where there's safety, security, and a nurturing environment. I'm in a place just like every other educator in the country. My students deserve the same quality of education that they would receive in a much more affluent school district. My students deserve the best. It does not matter where I am. Ask me where I'm going, and that's what makes the difference.
So as you go forth, we want you to dream big as Sun Devils. We love what you're doing. Continue to work hard, and we hope that this course can be the springboard to set you in place to be the teachers of the year, the rookies of the years in the districts that you go forth and make us proud.
I'm going to tell you something that you probably already know, and that is that life's hard. It's not a matter of if things will get difficult, but more so a matter of when. When it happens, when you've been knocked down and you feel like you can't get up, try to land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. Once you've gotten up, never give up. I want to wish you the best of luck in your student teaching and in this class. Please remember, the only limits that exist are those that you yourself create. Dream big.